conversation, but I must ask you to leave this young lady's tent.
I'm sorry, Shiptie. I'm really sorry.
I am sorry too, but the rules are there for a good reason.
Guess that's a demerit.
For both of you, I'm afraid.
Okay, I get it. But I have a hard time sticking to all these rules that I don't understand. And I still don't understand why leaving the tent is such a big deal.
Here are the latest coordinates on those teenagers, your filthiness.
Thank you, sweetie.
Our plan, your plan is working perfectly. Why, it's 9:05, well past curfew. Brian is already falling into our web of compromise, and the others are just returning from their latest excursion.
Very good, Ratsbane.
Thank you.
Very, very good. Now just watch and learn.
I know we're late, but Duran and Shiptie went into town. What does it matter if we don't get caught?
But you don't have 2 strikes against you. Besides, if Brian sees us, he'll squeal.
No, he won't.
You don't know Brian like I know Brian.
No, it's my fault. I'm to blame. I shouldn't have taken you as far as I did.
What was that?
Probably just one of the other girls.
No, it can't be. Darcel's boots are right outside the tent, where she always leaves them.
What a night. Thanks for the swim. Oh, and remember, you can't tell anybody about this.
Did you see that? Brian's been swimming with some girl.
And no telling what else.
Guys, what's going on? It's past curfew.
This is what's going on. Brian, Mr. Win the World for Christ, made a love connection with one of the locals. And I really don't think he was witnessing.
Strange Jeep. He must be looking for us.
I smelled the merits.
You guys are crazy.
Let's hit the tents.
Too late. Duran's already headed this way.
We've got to hide.
Gotta go somewhere where I can hide, find myself an alibi. I'll live a harmless, white life, gets me off the hook.
Cover my tracks so no one sees. All this trouble can't catch me. Compromise what I believe. Save my neck tonight.
Run for cover. I've got to run for cover. Run for cover. Somewhere where I can hide. Run for cover. It won't hurt a soul. To tell the truth, I don't feel right. This is no way to go through life. I can run, but can I hide from the eyes of God? Run for cover. I've got to run for cover. Run for cover. Somewhere where I can hide. Run for cover. It won't hurt so.
I must apologize for my late arrival back at camp last night. I trust that everyone had a good night's rest.
Huh. Some better than others.
Excuse me?
Never mind.
Brian, these men need to ask you some questions.
What kind of questions?
There was a disturbance last night.
A disturbance?
About 11 p.m. A grocery store owned by an Arab family was vandalized. They covered the walls and floors with various anti-Arab slogans. The person who did these things got away in a Land Rover.
What's this have to do with me?
Duran has informed us that he allowed you to borrow one of our Land Rovers.
Well, just to get some snacks. I was back way before dark, curfew. You don't think that I did all of that, do you?
You were reported to have confronted several Arabs and Jews in the marketplace.
Confronted?
I'm afraid he will have to come with us.
There is no reason for that.
This is a matter of national security.
You cannot come into my camp and arrest one of my volunteers.
Why can't you people listen to me? I didn't do it.
Right.
Hey, no!
The rest of you must stay here. Duran is back at the camp if you need anything.
Yeah, but I'm sick.
We could clear him if we tell the truth.
We give an alibi to Brian, and we're admitting that we were out too late. Just one more demerit for us. But Shebtai knows that you were with us, and one more demerit for you, and you're going home.
But Brian, Philip's in major hot water. And even if they don't prosecute him, at the least they'll send him home.
We vouch for him, and he won't be going home, and Brittany will. Does that seem fair? No. He deserves it, not Brittany.
I guess it's not like lying or anything.
We just won't be telling
Everything that we know.
Yeah. And you don't deserve to be sent home anyway.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I love it! We are the True Slayers! Yes! Who can make the wrong seem right?
Turn one heart into ice. Who can make lust look like love?
Make a lie fit like a glove! Hate your prayers.
Talking, fire walking, soul stalking. Oh, we are the true slayers.
I love it. I love it. We are the True Slayers. Wrong has become right, just as planned. Yes, we're winning the war.
What? The mountain?
What? Give me that. What now? No! No! Not the mountain!
This is site number 52. It was excavated over 10 years ago. See those 12 stones over there? It's an altar of some sort.
You mean that's the tabernacle?
Perhaps the predecessor. Immediately after Moses built the altar with the 12 stones, he returned to the mountain and received instructions from God to build...
Wait a minute. Wait. Are you saying that this is Mount Sinai?
Perhaps. And if this is the mountain of God, it is the holiest site imaginable to the Jew. Because the law, more than the temple, more than the land of Israel, more than anything else, the law is what made us a people. It was in the law that the God of Israel revealed and expressed himself to all people, because the law proceeds from his nature. Do you understand what this means to us today? Okay, let's try this. If you go to a doctor, what do you expect him to do?
Tell me what's wrong with me.
And maybe prescribe a cure.
Exactly. That's what God did. The law is God's prescription for us. The law teaches us that truthfulness is right because God Himself is true. Why don't we remain here for about 15 minutes and take some time to think or to pray if you wish.
To the mountain, it tells a story of truth and goodness, of hope and glory. Just keep your eyes turned to things above. Look to the mountain, for there is love. On this road we walk, there are choices to be made. He is truth and light. He is the way. Look to the mountain. It tells a story of truth and goodness, of hope and glory. Just keep your eyes turned to things above. Look to the mountain, for there is love. Just keep your eyes turned to things above. Look to the mountain, for there is love. In this world of gray, God gives us black and white. He's the voice of truth when wrong seems right. Look to the mountain. It tells a story of truth and goodness, of hope and glory. Just keep your eyes turned to things above. Look to the mountain. It tells a story of truth and goodness, of hope and glory. Just keep your eyes turned to things above. Look to the mountain, for there is
Lord, why do you make things so difficult? Nothing's easy about this. The truth just isn't what's best for me. Don't you see? I want to be close to you, God. I came here for a new start. But it just doesn't make sense to leave on some technicality when I'm just starting to get my life in order.
Bradley, there you are. I turn my back on you for 1 minute, and you've got that old guy carrying on again about how the law reveals our great enemy as a standard for right and wrong. What's wrong with you, rat Spain? Move! There is still time. I'm going to fire off an email to Natural Disaster Subsector 90210.
You can do that?
Of course I can do that. I must plant in Brittany's mind the immediate benefits of making the wrong choices.
Jason, where are the others?
Marcel's right behind me.
Whoa, this is wild. Where's Avi and Brittany?
Avi is at the land room.
Here I am, Father.
Have you seen Brittany?
Yeah.
I can't see her anywhere. But we can't just leave her out there.
Come on, everyone. Come on.
What are we gonna do? We gotta find her.
Megan, stop! You can stop the storm right now! Oh God, I know you're more powerful than anything! But even more than that, you're holy and you're true! And you're all those things that Sheptai said! And I've been so stupid and so wrong about so many things! I want a new start, Lord! I want to base my choices on you and your standards of right and wrong. From now on, I want your way to be my way.
I know you give your whole best to the ones who
foolish girl. I'm not through with you yet. You're not a little girl anymore. You have the right to make your own choices. Don't let God tell you what to do.
No. You are now the fool. That Brittany girl's gone back and told the truth. The truth. Listen. Angels are singing the victor's song. You're finished. You're through.